Hello and welcome everybody. We want to thank you for being here with us today. We feel blessed and thankful to join together for this wonderful event. So basically today is an economic development success story, and we have key partners which may include Mr. Josh Stein, Governor of North Carolina, Mr. Chuck Edwards, the U.S. Congressman of the 11th District, Kevin Corbin, North Carolina State Senator, the 120th District, Mr. Carl Gillespie, North Carolina House of Representatives, the 120th District, Duke Energy as well, North Carolina Department of Commerce, the Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina, the Southwestern Commission, the Mountain West Partnership, Southwestern Workforce Development Board, Tri-County Community College, Western Carolina University, Old Town Brokers, Graham County Government, and the town of Robbinsville. We want to thank you all for being here and having a part in this event. And I would like to now have Mr. Reginald Spate, the Assistant Secretary for Rural Economic Development for North Carolina Department of Commerce. He serves as the assistant for this department. And prior to joining Commerce, Mr. Spate served several years in the United States Department of Agriculture's Rural Development State Director for North Carolina. So he has served a huge role and has many years of service for North Carolina. So we would like to thank him, and I will welcome him to the podium.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Good afternoon to each and every one of you. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. I bring you greetings on behalf of the 76th Governor for the state of North Carolina, Governor Josh Stein, and from my boss as well, Commerce Secretary Lee Lilly. This is an exciting day. Now, I've been on the ground here for a while. I was back in the back, and there were refreshments. I had plates that come in, and now everybody's offering me desserts and stuff to drink. So everybody's excited. The governor's excited. The secretary is excited. I'm excited, and all of you are excited. I want to thank you all for being here today. This is an important economic development announcement today. Not just for Graham County, not just for Robbinsville, but for the entire state of North Carolina. I, for one, as an Eastern North Carolina boy, I understand the importance of this announcement today. And I'm not going to tarry now because I think everybody's on, just kind of sitting at the edge of their seats trying to figure this out. I'm going to go through it in a minute now, I promise you. But today is another example of why North Carolina is a sought-after state, why we are primed and ready, and that people want to locate their businesses here in North Carolina. Some of you probably know, and you read earlier this month, the Business News Network, CNBC, selected North Carolina as the top state in the United States for doing business. And it's the third time in 4 years that has happened. Not only we're the first as it relates to doing business here, we're the first in the Southeast in manufacturing. Okay, we're going to let that set in for a minute. In the Southeast for manufacturing, there are close to 470,000 North Carolinians who work in a manufacturing job every single day. Robin, it's good to see you. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call out Robin. I haven't seen her in a while. It's great to see you, Robin. But forgive me, you distracted me. I'm sorry. But that's a good thing. I'm sorry. And so manufacturing is a cornerstone. Is a cornerstone of the economy here in North Carolina. And today, we're announcing that partnership and building upon that particular cornerstone. So today, I'm proud to announce that EcoKing Solutions, a new subsidiary of a major Chinese manufacturer, will establish the company's first production facility here in North America, specifically here in Robbinsville. And they're going to be, I'm going to be investing $80.5 million with a possibility of 515 new jobs. Friends, that's worth applause. This new facility will produce disposable dishware that you will find in supermarkets or that you'll find in different food service-related industries. They're going to produce bowls and trays and plates and what we call those clamshell holders that you get when you go to get takeout, or if you're like me, you skip the entree and you get dessert. and you need something to take out when you go to your restaurant. They're going to produce those things, and from what I'm understanding, they're going to try to source all of their materials locally. And so that is a big deal. As I said, the jobs will include opportunities in mechanical maintenance, in warehouse and logistics, and for production operators. The state of North Carolina partnered in this particular effort through our Job Development Investment Grant, which you probably know as JDIG. Also, our North Carolina Community College system was a part of this process, and 2 divisions within Commerce, the Workforce Division and the Commerce and the division that I lead, which is the Rural Economic Development Division. This wouldn't happen if it were not for local partners and local leadership. Madam Chairman, to the county, to the city of the town of Robbinsville. I already made you a city. That may happen before it's over with this announcement. To the town of Robbinsville and all of the leadership that's here, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for your vision. We want to thank you for your leadership here. I would also like to thank Governor Stein and Secretary Lilly for his leadership. I would like to thank the Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina and Chris Chung. I would like to thank the Southwestern Commission and my friend Russ Harris and all of the great people that work there at the Southwestern Commission. And last but not least, Josh Carpenter. That's a bad jacket you have on, Josh, wherever you are. I don't see you. Right there you are. I see you. Josh Carpenter with the Midwest Commission. I would also like to thank the members of the General Assembly. We have with us today Senator Corbin, who you'll be hearing from in a few moments, and Representative Gillespie. Thank you both for your leadership, and thank you for being here today. I would like to now invite the chairman of EcoKing to the podium, if I could, please, Mr. Ping Zheng. But first, Mr. Zheng, I would like to present something to you, sir. This is from an artisan who is here in North Carolina. He is famous here in North Carolina by the name of Ben Owen. And on this, you will see the logo for the state of North Carolina. Yeah. And on our logo, you have our motto, Esse quam videre, which means to be rather than to sing. You will find, sir, that we in North Carolina, we are authentic people, and we will do what we say we're going to do. Okay. And we want to thank you, sir, for partnering with us. We want to thank you for enabling us here in Robbinsville to be a partner with you in this effort. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
As we work and as we grow together, sir. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Ping Zhang, the chairman of the EcoKing Solution. It's an honor to stand here today, but my English is not good. Let's John help me. I'm sorry.
Hi everyone, I'm John Lin. I'm the Vice President for EcoKing Solution. I will try to do my best to do the interpret.
首先，我们在美国走了很多地方。
First of all, we've been doing this project for 6 months, and we're looking for a lot of places in the United States.
感觉到北卡州政府对我们的重视和支持。
Finally, we're ending at the North Carolina because we feel the North Carolina try to help us a lot, really help us a lot.
所以我们最终把我们的项目就落在了北卡。
Yeah, finally we decide we are landing in North Carolina.
Okay. 今天我要感谢的人很多。
Today I need to appreciate and thank you so many people right here.
参议员 Kevin 先生
First of all, Senator Kevin,
and 众议员 Carol 先生，
Representative Carol,
然后经济发展署的Chuck Road 先生，
Check Road,
还有史密斯，
and County Mayor Smith,
and Sean Eden
the
先
Mayor
生，
Sean Eden,
还有我们的 Josh。
Josh Carpenter.
Thank you。所以我们呢是做那个可降解的 产品。
Yeah, we are the manufacturer doing the biodegradable disposal tableware.
在中国呢有4个工厂，
We have a 4 manufacturer in China.
超过1500多的工人。
We have more than 1,500 employees in China.
接下去我们的重点把我们的产品放到美国来北卡来生产。
Yeah, so that's the new step. We are coming to United States. So we are the first factory we landing, and we are going to production in North Carolina.
然后还要用我们当地的原材料。
Yeah, we are going to use all the raw material in United States. We buy in United States.
按照我们的几期规划，未来会需要300工人，甚至500个工人。
Yeah, so far our projection, we need 300 employees at phase 1, but we have a C house goal, and we will have an increase, probably 300 to 500 something employee, many employee right here.
然后我们要把我们的产品卖到美国和全世界。
Yeah, we're going to made in USA, and we're going to sell to the world.
所以 Made in USA 。Thank you。在我们未来的发展过程中，还会碰到很多的困难。
Also, in the future, we maybe will face a lot of difficulty.
希望能够得到你们一如既往的支持和帮助。
But we have a confidence with everybody's support. We will have a successful business in North Carolina.
再次感谢。
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. As someone who was directly affected by the closing of the plant, when I lost my job, this has been very passionate to me to get some manufacturing jobs back in here. And I've witnessed, just in my lifetime, all our factories closed, and I've been working diligently with Mr. Yang and Mr. Ling, try to help them get set up, and I believe they'll be a great asset to the town of Robbinsville and Graham County, and provide us some sustainable jobs. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, so glad to have you here. We've enjoyed getting to know him. We began to speak, he apologized that his English was not that good, and I explained to him he did not need to apologize because my Chinese is even worse than his English. So, and I even speak kind of hillbilly redneck English at that. But I'm Senator Kevin Corbin. I'm glad to represent the far western part of the state. My counties are Transylvania, Haywood, Jackson, Swain, Macon, Clay, Graham, and Cherokee, and the eastern band of the Cherokees. And we want to welcome these folks here. Carl Gillespie will be speaking next. Carl and I have really pleased to have been involved in two things for Graham County. I remember about 2 years ago, we got a call from a guy named Graham Fields. You remember that? And Graham said, with Advent Health, he said, if you'll help us with a couple of things, and we promise you we're going to put a medical clinic in Robbinsville. And Connie, many folks said, well, I don't think that's a promise. I don't think that'll happen. Well, it did. It's here. Been here over a year. The second thing is this, and I'm very happy that Carl and I have been involved in the General Assembly. I'm in my 9th and 10th year. Carl's in his 7th, 8th year there. And the Assistant Secretary mentioned North Carolina ranking. So there's a whole lot of reasons these folks are here. I'm sure they love the mountains. They love us mountain people and all that versus economic reasons for they're here. And I just wanted to tell you, expand on what the Assistant Secretary said. North Carolina was ranked #1 in business out of 50 states, #1. It's a little deeper than that. So CNBC has a very complicated formula they use. We've been #1 3 out of the last 4 years. Unfortunately, Virginia got it last year for some reason. We were second. But the headline said North Carolina drops from the #1 position to #2. But we're back in #1. And I want to read this. This year, CNBC finds that while no state, and this is their word, is more politically divided than the deep purple North Carolina, both parties seem to agree on the importance of helping the business, keeping business happy. Since January 2025, the state's announced business expansions on new projects that will yield nearly $17 billion of new capital and 20,000 jobs. And we've done that work in a bipartisan manner. And the rankings are in economy, North Carolina was ranked 3rd out of 50 states. Workforce, we were ranked 4th out of 50 states. Business friendliness, 4th out of 50 states. Technology and innovation, 13th out of 50 states. Donna, education, we're ranked 6th out of 50 states. And overall, if you take those rankings, we were number 1. So there's a lot of reasons why these folks are here, and Carl and I were glad to be a small part of that. This has been a real partnership. You've heard this, but the partners involved in this include the North Carolina Department of Commerce, of course, the governor and Secretary Lilly. We're sad he's not here today, so he's a great friend. Tell him hello for us. But the Department of Commerce and its Rural Workforce Divisions, Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina, the North Carolina General Assembly, the North Carolina Community College System, namely Tri-County Community College. Some of you may have heard of that place, and the town of Robbinsville and Graham County. So a lot of people worked very hard together to make this happen, but it just didn't happen. The things that we've done to create a good business environment in North Carolina have taken place over the last 6, 7, 8 years, and we're going to continue to work that and make that so moving forward. So, and Josh and all the folks, I need to stop naming names, but people have worked very hard to make this happen. Last comment, we're all familiar with these economic development announcements that happen for Raleigh and happen for Charlotte. I'm all for Raleigh and Charlotte, okay? But if you think about the impact, what kind of impact is this compared to when something opens in one of those towns? To have the same economic impact in Mecklenburg County that this is here, a manufacturer or employer would have to open a business with 37,200 new employees. That's how big this is. A $14 billion payroll, and probably going to go to over $20 million, according to the chairman today. So we're very pleased with that. Couldn't be better news, not just for Graham County and Robbinsville, but all of Western North Carolina. So thank you. God bless. Thank each of you for your work in this.
Thank you, Senator Corbin, for those comments. My name is Carl Gillespie. I have the distinct honor and privilege of representing this area in the North Carolina House of Representatives. Tell you a quick chuckle story. My LA keeps my calendar. I don't mess with the calendar. I used to, and I had double bookings and all kinds of stuff going on. And he called and he said, "So we've got you set up for 10 o'clock on today. At 10 o'clock, we're meeting in Raleigh." And I never interrupt him. And I interrupt him, I said, "I won't be there." He said, "Well, you don't even know what the meeting is." I said, "There's no way that I can be anywhere any more important than to be in Robbinsville today." Folks, this is a big deal for us. This is a big deal for Western North Carolina, and this is a big deal for North Carolina. The North Carolina legislature started long before I got there, creating and initiating policy that was good for business, across the state of North Carolina. And that was done with a lot of help from federal partners, state partners, local partners. And it's not just about a building and a business. It's about being able to support that. You have to have the support mechanism. You got to have a place for people to live. You got to have community college to do the local training. That without that, this would not happen. So this is something that's been happening for years. There's been a lot of hard work that's gone into this announcement today. And some of those folks has been named, and of course, it's, good thing about speaking last is you usually don't have to talk long because everything else has already been mentioned. So I'm gonna try not to mention anything that's already been mentioned. But this today is just another step for North Carolina. And as Senator Corbin mentioned, we like all of our friends down east, which I call my friends in Waynesville down east. But we're happy, we're more happy that it's happening here today. To our new friends, I will say to you, as a fifth generation from Western North Carolina, the people in Graham County are the salt of the earth. They are good people. They will treat you fairly. They will treat you better than you're treating them. That's all they ask for, is to be treated fairly. And I think I can speak for all of them when I say this. All of us when I say this, I should say. As long as y'all don't make fun of our accent, we won't make fun of yours.
It's hard to follow up after Mr. Gillespie there, but and since I failed to introduce myself during the introduction, my name is Megan Smith, and I am the chair for the Graham County Board of Commissioners. So I'm here to represent the board as well as the citizens of Graham County. And so basically when I was thinking about gathering today and about what magnitude that this event is, I couldn't help but think about a quote from Helen Keller, and it's, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." So I feel like we have been able to come together as a community, as a state, and just basically be able to come together to make this event happen. So I want to thank everyone again. Also, I want to kind of hit the key points. As Mr. Gillespie said, speaking last, you don't have to say a whole lot, but I do want to reiterate some of the key points just for some of those that may have entered later. So basically, the EcoKing Solutions, a Chinese-based company with new U.S.-based operations. Their goal is to create a flagship destination for their customers and their clients. They are a global leader in production of eco-friendly and biodegradable pulp tableware. So if you think about some of our favorite restaurants like Chick-fil-A or Chipotle, they make those containers. So thank you for that. We love Chick-fil-A. The company operates 32 production lines with an annual output of 75,000 tons of disposable paper, tableware, and food containers. They will renovate and modernize the former Stanley plant, and basically they're going to have a $80 million investment into the building, $21 million to be invested immediately to retrofit and relaunch the plant. And this will create anywhere from 300 to 515 new jobs and establish itself as the largest employer in Graham County. So we want to thank you for that. And we also want to reiterate why they chose Graham County, and this is some feedback that we have gotten from the EcoKing Solutions. So they basically checked multiple sites, and they felt like Graham County did check their boxes in multiple areas. They felt that Graham County was going to be quick and efficient to access larger amounts of power thanks to Duke Energy. I know that Lisa Leatherman and others have been very involved in that process. We want to thank you for that, as well as Josh Carpenter. Easily accessible water and sewer infrastructure via the town of Robbinsville, so we want to thank them for that. The hospitality and warmth of the local community and the motivated workforce with dedicated work ethic, as well as the natural beauty of Graham County and the proximity to the Great Smoky Mountains. So it's always a plus to have that good national, or that park nearby. So before we close today, I would like to say thank you in form of a gift on behalf of Graham County and the Board of Commissioners. And so I will do my best to present this story, and I would like to thank Miss Amber Benton, who is one of our travel and tourism folks, for helping to form this story. And also, I would like to ask, if he's present, Mr. B.J. Welch, if you would like to come up with me. So I'll give you a little background on this gift. More than 30 years ago, our friend and neighbor, B.J. Welch, was the head of the lumber department at Stanley Furniture, where he managed more than 70 people. During lunch breaks, he would go through scrap wood looking for pieces that had potential. He was just beginning to follow the influence of his grandmother in the traditional arts of the Snowbird people and in the early days of his career as a Cherokee carver. During this time at Stanley, BJ met his wife Debbie, who managed the painting department. Today, Debbie assists with the painting of his mast. Mr. Welch is a nationally recognized artist renowned for his clan mast carving. With his work in collections across the country, including the Smithsonian Institute, he stands among the most recognized and collected of all Cherokee mast makers, keeping not only the craft but the stories alive. It is our honor to be able to present you this mask titled Call for the Ant Dance mask. It would have been worn by the leader of the ant dance at a Cherokee social event. Dancers would follow the leader in a line mimicking the actions of the ants working together in a community. This dance and mask symbolizes unity and cooperation. It honors the ants' teamwork. And I've been instructed by Miss Amber, and I will probably butcher this, but Dasad Ali, which is Cherokee for ant. So basically this mask represents teamwork and social structure, which are seen as a reflection of the Cherokee people's own community values. With the transfer of this mask comes the transfer of the story. We are grateful that EcoKing had the vision to see beyond an empty and discarded building, much like BJ can see beyond the scars and defects of the discarded wood. We are thankful to have you as members of our community. So we would like to present this mask in our appreciation. With that being said, I want to thank you all again, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, and we appreciate you coming out. Thank you.